Hospital nurses, furious, after told by new CEO they're excessively overpaid. Mail. News. Latest. National Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth. World. Environment. Sign up for our newsletter envelope. Get the latest stories delivered straight to you. Hospital nurses, furious, after told by new CEO they're excessively overpaid. In an email advising an agreed pay rise would be axed, the CEO said the move would be far better for nurses professionally. Joe Atanasio. Exhausted nurses working at what they say is a dangerously under-resourced private hospital have threatened to walk off the job after their newly appointed CEO refused what they describe as an agreed and much-needed pay rise, claiming they were already excessively overpaid. Under the hospital's previous CEO, nurses at St Vincent's in Lismore, an area that remains deeply affected by 2022's utterly devastating East Coast flooding, were offered an annual raise of 4%, with 2.53% to be backdated to 2022. Although that number was lower than the 7% the hospital's nurses pushed for, with the figure backed by the New South Wales Nurses and Midwives Association, NSWNMA, who said it was reflective of their efforts across a number of difficult years, the new rate was understood to be on the table and ready to be accepted by the nurses. New hospital CEO labels nurses excessively generously paid. But following the arrival of the hospital's newest CEO Alan Cooper, who is understood to have returned from retirement to take on the role about 4 weeks ago, staff were told via email that not only would that percentage be slashed by almost half, but their salaries were also branded excessively generous. Lismore, in NSW's Northern Rivers, was one of the worst affected regions in the country during last year's crushing and deadly East Coast floods. Nurses say, staff here have lost homes, cars and cattle in the floods over the past 5 years, and we really deserve to earn more than $35 per hour. Cooper said that in his view it was in the nurses' best interest to accept the reduced offer, which he said was fair financially and far better professionally. As you are aware, we are in the process of an EBA negotiation with the NSWNMA. On my arrival this negotiation was underway and certain offers had been on the table but not accepted. Cooper's email, sent in late October, and seen by Yahoo News Australia, began. Since arriving three weeks ago, I have commenced a comprehensive review of all aspects of this organisation, he continued, claiming that St Vincent's had, for many years, paid nurses excessively generously. This has resulted in a significant blowout to the cost of running the hospital and has not helped to attract nor retain staff, he claimed. Lower pay, better financially, and fairer, CEO claims. Citing what he argued was 3 major issues within the hospital, Cooper then said, parameters need to be realigned with what is fair and reasonable, to help our hospital return from losing money to one that is sustainable and has a future. As a result, he explained that a 2.3% wages increase was needed, far below the original 7% put forward by the nurses' union, and almost half of the 4% agreed on by the hospital's previous management. I'm sorry the original offer had to be withdrawn, but I hope you can see that the wage rate offer is fair financially and far better for you professionally, the email concluded. Speaking to Yahoo News Australia on the condition of anonymity, a nurse at St Vincent's, who described the working conditions as outrageous and unsafe, said that for many at the hospital, the agreed pay rise had already been budgeted into their lives and now, they feel their futures have been taken away. Nurses already working 2 jobs to survive. It's a disgrace. Most of the girls already work 2 jobs just to survive. It's just so horrible, the nurse said. Public nurses get paid more now with their 7% rise, we are skilled nurses too, and we're always understaffed. It's understood many at the hospital have already branched off to work in disability care just to survive. They get almost $12 more an hour doing that, the nurse explained. Others also say they drive tens of kilometers per day just to get to work, racking up significant petrol bills, which are uncompensated. Do you have a health story? Contact reporter Joe Atanasio at joe.atanasio@yahooinc.com. Yahoo has been told St Vincent's nurses are so loyal that staff even slept the night in the hospital to ensure patients were well cared for during flood seasons, often placing their own personal commitments behind the needs of their patients. We had nurses sleeping here when others couldn't make it due to flooded properties and loss of cars, the nurse recalled. We basically had a COVID ward for months too, and I got COVID 3 times, and the PPE was the sh*T fight. We deserve a pay rise for that alone. Also, we were told a month ago that our whole ward had to take annual leave over Christmas, for a month? Even if we had no leave left. The girls who were struggling already really relied on that pay rise and back pay to get them over the line to cover the cost of Christmas, and not being able to work. We're being made to take from December 23rd to January 22nd off. Literally some of the staff don't have any annual leave left. So they will have zero money over Christmas now. This is on top of the fact the hospital didn't even offer COVID leave. We used our sick pay for that instead. Nurses Union brand's CEOs act as almost unprecedented. In an email from the NSWNMA, obtained by Yahoo, the backflip from Cooper is almost unheard of in the industry. Instead of money to recognize and reward your work, as well as to deliver cost of living relief, new CEO Alan from Queensland believes that a program of expanded professional development will be better for you, NSWNMA's General Secretary Shay Candish said. It is almost unheard of for an employer to lower a previously tabled pay offer, and is not what members expect from someone acting in good faith. It's time to stand together and send a strong message that this is not good enough. Related, nurse, 24, who slept through a year of her life finally discovers cause. 1 in 4 tired, burned-out nurses planning to quit. Aussie nurse recruiter blasts pay in emotional video, but not everyone agrees. Yahoo News Australia has sought comment from both Cooper and the hospital, without success. Reflecting the claims made by St Vincent's staff, recent data has revealed 3/4 of nurses working in primary healthcare feel stressed and exhausted at work, with 1 in 4 planning to leave their job within 2 to 5 years. A 2022 survey by the Australian Primary Healthcare Nurses Association, APNA, found 2/3 of primary healthcare nurses were working overtime, and 2/3 said they had an excessive workload. 1 in 4 plan to leave within the next 2 to 5 years, and 1 in 10 plan to find another job within the next 12 months. People can't make ends meet, they don't know what to do. What we're asking for isn't excessive, it's fair pay for hard work, the St. Vincent's nurse said. We are crushed by this news and we have no idea how we're going to make ends meet. Do you have a story tip? Email newsroomai@yahoonews.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and YouTube. Trending. Hungry brown snakes, ambitious feast, too much, to handle Yahoo News Australia 2-minute read. American tourist baffled by Aussie greeting habit Yahoo News Australia 2-minute read. Motorcyclist scary find on car in front, another day in Australia Yahoo News Australia 3-min read. Mystery creature causes stir on Aussie beach NCA Newswire 2-minute read. Lost the plot, elbow smashed on Aussie crisis NCA Newswire 2-minute read. Latest stories. Yahoo lifestyle Princess Mary seen for first time after Prince Frederick cheating rumors. Princess Mary has been spotted looking quite serious following rumors Prince Frederick cheated on her. Read more. Yahoo News Australia discovery under floorboards leaves Aussies genuinely terrified. Incredible photos show the entirety of the floor covered in a distinctive black web-like pattern. Find out what it is. Yahoo Sport Australia Meg Lanning in tearful family revelation after Aussie cricket retirement. The Aussie cricket legend choked back the tears discussing her bombshell decision on Thursday. More here. Yahoo Finance AU parking fine battle. Driver, screwed over, by double $484 penalty after stun again before ever getting ticket. An innocent mistake, and a council scrapping a long-standing process of putting parking tickets on a car's windscreen has left a young Brisbane driver with 2 fines worth almost half his weekly wage. Yahoo News Australia horrific, find infesting Aussie outback prompts call for national emergency. One state has declared the spread of this invasive grass one of its greatest pest threats. Yahoo News Australia bin changes expected across Australia causing locals deep concern. Fogo bins are causing strife in many Aussie communities, with one area even starting a petition. Find out more. Yahoo News Australia speed camera operator accused of morally wrong. Roadside move warning signs for speed cameras were reintroduced in New South Wales this year, but motorists have shared photos accusing them of being placed in sneaky spots. Yahoo News Australia angry diner accuses restaurant of sneaky charge on meal bill. The confusing receipt left both the customer angry and the venue disappointed over her claims. Yahoo Sport Australia Shane Tuck's sister in grim revelation about late AFL players' sad truth. The sister of the late AFL great has provided a grim insight into his final days. Details here. Yahoo News Australia whooping cough outbreak, well overdue, so should I be worried? Experts warn an outbreak of the respiratory disease is on its way, but there are simple steps to minimize spread. Find out what they are. Yahoo Finance AU. When CBA, Westpac, ANZ and NAB think interest rates will go down, Aussie mortgage holders have experienced more than a year of interest rate pain. So, when could borrowers be seeing some relief? Sky News. Michaela Joly, mother, 21, will die in prison, after slamming baby girl on concrete and killing her. A mother who admitted repeatedly slamming her baby girl onto concrete has been sentenced to life in prison for her murder, without the chance of parole. Michaela Joly, 21, from Mississippi, took her 2-month-old daughter Carlisi by the ankles, slammed her into the pavement multiple times, and then left her. Assistant District Attorney Catherine Newman was quoted as saying by NBC News affiliate WLBT. Joly then ran into nearby woods where she was arrested. The independent Airbnb guest who refused to leave finally evicted after squatting for 575 days. Elizabeth Hirshorn, 55, was escorted off the property by officials. Yahoo News. Australia backpacker, 25, dies from snakebite at work. The man's employer described his sudden death as a real tragedy. Yahoo News. Australia. Bali tourists warned after Aussie girl's monkey bite leaves mum with $950 bill. Video footage reveals the moment a juvenile monkey bit the 10-year-old girl. Here's what happened next. Australian Associated Press. Men spared jail for devastating sexual assault. 2 people who sexually assaulted another man while he slept have walked free from court after a judge accepted they were remorseful. NCA News. Wire. Dramatic arrest after alleged shooting spree. Police have arrested 2 men believed to be behind multiple shootings at innocent drivers as schools are locked down over the incident. NCA News. Wire. Manhunt after horror home invasion. Police allege 4 men stormed a suburban home armed with a pistol, machete, and a taser. Australian Associated Press. Officer awarded compo after wrongful child abuse arrest. A Victorian police officer will receive $85,000 in compensation after she was unlawfully detained for more than 4 hours on child abuse claims. The independent man who raised thousands after husband's death is now accused of his murder. Herbert Swilly was arrested months after his husband Timothy Smith was found dead at their apartment in Ocala in March. Home. Latest. National. World. Environment. Terms and privacy policy. Your privacy choices. Utah Privacy Notice. Help. Share your feedback about our ads. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.